Hello and welcome back to the Misfits podcast. Rated 5 stars by this bloke. He says, I listen to this podcast while I beat up my cat. It's CatBeater69 leaving a nice review there for us on Apple Podcasts.
It's horrible.
It is horrible.
Okay.
But when you think about it, it's not that bad.
See, it may sound... Yikes.
Swagger's helmet has just fallen over
it is,
on the desk.
You know what? I'll just leave it there.
You are causing
heavy-
such a scene, Swagger.
Look, I'm just going to let it rock and roll right there.
That's a heavy helmet.
I am
dude.
Yeah?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
You sure?
I was just going to say... Yeah, I was going to say nothing.
Yeah, cool. Are you absolutely sure?
Actually, I will fix this.
Guys, welcome
Very
back to the
cool.
show. I'm Fitz. I'm joined today by my co-host Swagger Souls,
Hello.
Matt,
Yeah.
and Jay, aka McCreamy.
Hello.
And also joining us virtually through the power of the internet is Toby.
He's going to appear right
Hello,
here.
I'm joining virtually through the power of the internet.
God, I love
Wowie.
the internet.
The internet is so great.
Magical.
Yeah, Toby,
Amazing.
of course, is still in New Zealand, but we are located on a brand new temporary set in an undisclosed location
Where are we?
here
We can't say.
Absolutely
to
undisclosed.
celebrate the 2-year anniversary
2-year
of the
anniversary.
Misfits podcast.
me.
Hey.
The podcast.
Give yourselves a round of applause. 2 years.
Off to a
Surely
great
a pat on the
start.
back, too. Surely
pat
a
on the
pat
back.
Pat on the
Yes.
back.
This
2
is
years.
this is the podcast
Yes.
that you can get 24 hours early only on Spotify. So if you're keen to go ahead and listen to this before the general public on YouTube, soon with video on
Yeah.
Spotify, then head on over to Spotify, Misfits Podcast, get it 24 hours early than everywhere else.
That's right. What the fuck is up, guys?
I
Holy shit,
It's
dude.
not a lot, eh?
Yeah.
Like,
Not
not
really
a lot is
much.
happening. We are literally in a garage right now.
Yeah.
Or as we say back in New Zealand, a garage.
Looks
A
fucking
garage.
sick, though. It's
Yeah.
a sick
I'm in
looking
the garage.
We're in the garage, bro.
it's not too bad.
Yeah, we've literally, this is our first time recording a podcast in person in a little while, actually, due to COVID. Thank you, Swagger, for coughing.
Yeah,
Appreciate
no
that.
worries, no worries.
It almost feels like COVID just isn't really around anymore. Anyone else get that vibe?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
Like, I think it didn't exist.
Fake news.
Yeah,
I don't think it ever really existed.
I turned off my 5G on my phone, and
And then
I've been
it all
feeling
just
fine.
disappeared.
Wow.
I've been feeling fine.
No
yeah,
way.
the exact same, actually.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
crazy.
No,
New Zealand literally has 0 cases.
How crazy
That's what they're telling
is
you,
that,
right?
dude?
I bet there's like one just like guy who's just
He's
got
just
it.
hidden.
And he's just
Yeah.
rubbing his
Waiting.
hands together and he knows he can give it to someone else.
I'm
He's
gonna
like,
give it
Hey.
to all you guys.
he's about to start taking the bus, like spitting on Uber door handles and shit.
He's going to visit his grandma at a nursing home.
That's fucked. Imagine.
You're going to have sex with prostitutes.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a great way to spread it.
yeah, yeah. Sex with prostitutes is a great way to spread it. In fact, I think that's actually like one of the major causes. Like, I cannot believe this. There's like this little bit of dust floating around on the podcast.
That was a
set.
That was
mosquito.
a mosquito.
Was that a mosquito?
Yeah.
You were trying to pinch a mosquito,
Oh
my
my
friend.
god, I was trying to pinch that
You were,
thing.
you
It
were
was
at the
just-
Mr. Miyagi then.
Yeah, I was like completely focused, like trying to talk at the same time, trying to track this mosquito with my eyes.
Is there a draft in here? Why is
I
this
was like,
moving so
what is
slow?
going on here? Sorry, guys.
We've got an
It's all
uninvited guest.
No,
Yeah.
dude, it's the 79 million year old mosquito from last week.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Damn, dude.
Man. Anyway, we were thinking for this episode, considering it is the 2-year anniversary, that we might just do like a little refresh as to who the fuck we are.
True.
Because we have a lot of new listeners lately, and have had for a while. But like, I feel like a lot of people kind of tuned in, and unless they go back and watch all of the early podcasts, they might just have no fucking clue like what the hell, we're even doing here.
Yeah.
Did any of us know what we're doing here?
I don't think so.
No one has a
I
clue.
don't know, at
I
this
feel
point, we're
like.
just talking
I thought
about
you guys knew
shit.
what you were doing. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Nah, fucking no
I'm
clue.
just kind of, I just talking to the microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of just make noises.
Every week I just get a text message and it's like podcast in 30. I'm like, I have a podcast, and then
Yeah.
I just
Who are these
show up.
people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people like that are...
The
Oh
helmet
my-
keeps falling
Oh,
over.
dude.
No,
Oh,
the lights.
Oh,
Oh, this podcast is so scuffed all the time.
There we go.
Look, just
Okay.
put this right here.
All
Oh.
right. Okay.
Oh, dude,
Let's just...
okay,
all
you
right.
just-
Look,
There we go.
audio
Don't touch
listeners.
I'll move it right
It's
right
It's
fine.
like Christmas lights.
We've
If one
fucked
goes
it
out,
already.
the other
It's
goes-
fine.
We've been here for
Fine.
10 minutes.
Oh,
It's
no.
fine.
It's
Less than
unplugged.
10
Oh,
minutes.
the
This is so
board's
scuffed.
falling down.
Okay.
fucked it
all
already.
right,
That's
okay.
all we need help.
All right.
Take over the show.
Technical
Okay,
difficulties.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people that watch your podcast, especially nowadays, the first intro, it's probably weird to
Yeah.
weird to kind of understand what the fuck is going on and who everybody is. Because they see some dude in a ski mask and a fucking wearing chainmail on his head.
Yeah.
And they
I
have-
thought you were a
and they-
rapper, dude. Like, I-
a lot of people just, I guess, don't have the context
Yeah.
to know, like, of course, our backgrounds and
Yeah.
like who we actually are.
We will explain it all in a brief song. Matt is slapping the table. He's trying to find this mosquito.
Oh.
Get it.
Play.
Way!
Hey,
It's right there on the table. It's right there by your
It's
phone.
squirming.
I'm fucking calling Peter. I'm calling
Oh,
Peter.
Jesus, very aggressively punching that mosquito with his
All right, we're
fist.
good. Where were we?
fine.
Well, we were about to do a song to introduce ourselves. My name's Cam, and I'm the man.
I'm McCreamy, and I'm really dreamy.
I'm Matt. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah,
I am Swagger. Souls.
Toby.
And I am useless.
That's right, because you're a woman.
Woo, we love women.
We love women. Guys,
That's us.
it's Pride Month. Turn up. Be proud of yourself no matter who you are. Don't let a bunch of idiots on a podcast make you feel different about yourself.
Right.
Okay? You know, like, what do we know?
If you're gay, fat, autistic,
Yeah.
ugly, a woman,
All 5 of them.
dude, imagine.
Or the worst thing, trans.
Trans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Toby can
Yes.
say that because if you didn't know, Toby actually is trans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah, transatlantic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, sorry.
True.
What does that mean?
That's a fact.
I actually don't know what that
What
means.
is-
It means
trans-
going
across the
across
ocean,
the Atlantic Ocean. So she's more trans-specific,
Trans-specific, to be specific about
to
it.
be specific.
Yeah.
But have you traveled across the Atlantic Ocean, Toby?
I'm sure I have at some point.
Yeah, just like on water skis, I believe. Just behind a boat.
Yes.
Just the entire
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, it was a Guinness Book of World Records thing,
Yeah,
actually.
through shark-infested waters. I think pirates fucked with
Yeah.
you at one point for a brief moment there, right in the
Yeah,
middle.
but it was kind of epic. They were nice. They let me sleep in their bunk beds.
They let me
Yeah.
sleep with them.
Did you get any booty there?
No booty.
No
Ah,
booty.
I wish.
Damn.
Poor pirates.
Yeah,
Poor
pirates
shame.
aren't generous with that booty. You reckon pirates are on social media these days? Just like
Yeah.
hanging out on Twitter. Like, who can I follow that's a pirate? I want to follow some pirates so I can see some good pirate stories on my Instagram.
Just Somali Twitter.
Somali Twitter.
Yeah, it's where all the pirates are, dude. All the fucking pirates in the world now are off the coast of Somalia, the fucking Horn of Africa, you know, just going in with dinky little boats and rusted AK-47s right out of Far
Really?
Cry 2. And
Yeah.
Would you say that Somali Twitter is pirated Twitter?
Or is it rated R?
Man, we are so funny.
We are
Wow.
fucking.
Fuck
Oh,
me.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah, this is
We're
why-
really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, shit. No.
Barrels are also kind of pirate themed. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, but very
little bit.
loosely.
Yeah. Are pirates really still a major thing though? Like they're not as popular
yeah,
as they used to be.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they still like fucking take shit hostage, and they still like rob boats and shit.
Yeah.
But nowadays, people that want to protect their shit that are going along those routes, they just have private security with fucking M4s, and if people come out, they just fucking plink the pirates or sink their ships.
Pirates
Plink the pirates,
became
that sounds like a
cringe
video
when they
game.
lost the hat.
You reckon pirates became cringe when they lost the hat?
Yeah, when they stopped
Yeah.
wearing the big pirate
No,
hat.
no
Where's the
peg
eye
leg?
patches? What the
And the
fuck
eye
happened?
patches. Yeah.
You know why they use the eye patches?
Why?
That was so they'd go bottom deck where there'd be no light.
Right.
So they'd always have one eye that is adjusted to the dark, so they could flip it up and then just close their other eye and see
Whoa.
perfectly. And then when they want to go back above deck, they
No
and then they
shit.
could walk around and
That's
see.
crazy.
Technology back then was so good with eye patches. Now it's just kids with their damn iPads.
iPad.
Fucking millennial pirates on
patches,
Twitter.
iPads.
Yeah, I bet like now they don't even have eye patches. They just whip out their phone, put on the flashlight, and start looking around below
Damn
deck.
millennials.
Use the torch.
These fucking goddamn Gen Z pirates.
I'll never understand.
But at the same time, like, good for them, Good
Yeah.
for them. It's not an easy job being a pirate. And it's also very unconventional. Can you imagine telling your parents, like, actually, I think I'm going to be a fucking pirate?
That's probably what I told my parents when I was little.
Yeah? I mean, like, yeah, at a certain age, but your parents are like, yeah, well, he'll grow out of his pirate phase. But what if you just don't grow out of the pirate
Just
phase?
download
become a-
BitTorrent. It's up in your room.
Say let's seize
pirating
the
shit.
internet. Yeah, and you're like, I really like the pirate lifestyle. I'm going to do this shit for real out on the seven seas. That sounds liberating.
Get your uTorrent, your
Jack
Wi-Fi
Sparrow.
router, just pirating, just seeding torrents
You're-
on the ocean.
You're literally seeding by like just delivering packages via ship. You're like just delivering movies.
You see a
illegally.
little like raft come out to you and they hand you a DMCA notice still. They still somehow find you.
Yeah, man, pirates are the best. What else is new?
Pirates are pretty sick.
Well,
Pirates are popping.
we were actually gonna talk about ourselves a little bit, weren't we? And then I kind of turned it into a dumb song. And we didn't elaborate.
Not at all.
but-
We actually didn't explain anything
Yeah,
to
it's a
that.
long-ass
Your
Just-
listeners are
you're
anything more
Cam,
confused. They're like,
you're Cam, you're the man. You're McCreamy, you're Dreamy. He's Matt.
Mere swagger souls.
Swagger
Swagger Souls.
of the Souls variety.
Of the
yeah.
Souls variety.
Yeah, I think the only
yes.
thing we've established is that we're extremely unfunny.
Yeah.
It's like, that's it.
You're like, I don't know who these guys are, but I am turning off the fucking show. No, we are the Misfits. At least 5 of the Misfits.
Yeah,
Mike Mason is missing this
Mason-
episode,
Mason's missing.
unfortunately. But that's okay. The rest of us are here, turning up.
Toby's here in spirit.
Turning
Toby
up.
is here in spirit, and on the internet. Hi, Toby.
Hi, Toby.
Hello.
Yep, great.
he's
I'm here in spirit.
Yep,
She's
still
still
here.
here.
Yeah.
She's still here.
She's still here. No, we're the Misfits. We're kind of a group of gamers and also like just general retards that decided to make a boy band, despite the fact that we're fucking just the worst.
Honestly, yeah.
Kind of sums it up.
I
I mean,
couldn't have
like,
put it better myself.
yeah, no, for real though, we're just a bunch of gamers, I guess, that met through the internet, or at least most of us, myself and Toby, knew each other IRL since high school. But the rest of us just met online through playing video games.
Counter-Strike,
Counter-Strike, just
H1,
H1Z1, Overwatch.
yeah, just bumping into each other just
Yeah.
in the virtual world and deciding that, hey, I actually kind of like these cunts, they're pretty funny. Started playing a bunch of games together, started making videos on YouTube. People started watching them. We're like, damn, people like, man, people sure be watching our videos.
Yeah, people clicking and stuff.
I'm doing my best.
Dude, it's fine.
And then, we started basically traveling together to go to events, I think, is when it really started.
We met each other for PAX 2017 Australia.
Yeah.
It was the first time we all came and met. I think it was the first time that me and Matt had traveled out of the U.S.
Oh
ever.
yeah, that's our first time leaving.
Yeah,
which was pretty hectic. I met everybody, of course.
No, just keep going. If the mosquito interrupts, just keep going. We'll just try to sort them out.
One of the downsides of recording a podcast in a garage is the bugs.
Hey, who didn't take out the trash? What the fuck?
It's fine.
No, but through meeting each other for the first time, I think that really solidified everybody as a friend in a friend group. And then, over the course of the next year after that, it was, a lot of, travel. Like we had a big Europe trip, which then, the whole Poland story, like going to Poland and the whole trip, the whirlwind trip that we did around Europe, and all the stories we got out of it really drove us to make the podcast and decide on the name and the group branding and everything like that. And then here we are, the Misfits podcast, and every other dumb, weird, or tantalizing story that we've made through varieties of bad decisions.
Yeah.
We talk shit on the podcast.
Yeah, it's sort of interesting because we're all still very young, we're all in our early 20s. Well, except Swag was like 35.
32.
Yeah,
I just turned 32.
I actually lose count. Like sometimes I swear to God, you look like 7 years old. Sometimes you're like 25. Sometimes you're freaking 35. What's the deal with that? Is it just your skincare routine or?
Benjamin
I'm
Button.
Italian.
Yeah,
Oh, that's it.
It's the olive oil.
I
It
see.
is.
It's
It
like
is.
he bathes in olive oil.
Shit,
Dude,
really? That's the
It's
secret?
extra virgin too.
Damn.
Dude. It's
Yeah.
how I like it. How I like
Fuck
it.
yeah, dude.
Yes.
No, fuck. Let's be honest. If anyone is actually new to the show, they're just gonna be so fucking confused at this point. aren't
Yeah, I don't think they really. I mean, tell us a bit about yourself, Cam. We'll just go ahead and just do a self introduction.
My name's Cam. I've got the plan. I have a short attention span.
Oh my god. What?
Yeah, how you
I better
going?
not be going next because that was fucking sick.
No, I'm 23. My name's Cameron. My YouTube name is Fitz. Somewhat of a gamer. I like, hanging, talking on this podcast. I
Long
don't
walks
know.
on the beach.
This
Long
is like an
walks on the
AA
beach.
meeting.
I've been
Jesus.
alcoholic for like 7 months now, going strong. 7
Oh,
months.
wait, so you're not sober. You've just been drinking for 7 months.
It's kind of like a reverse AA.
Oh,
it's
so
like
proud of you then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a frat.
Well
it's
done.
just a frat meeting.
Yeah, I just got my 8-month fucked up coin. That's pretty good. It's been completely fucked up for 8 months.
It's good. Proud of you.
No, I don't know. I'm just a dumbass YouTuber. Is on a podcast. That's basically who I am.
Yeah.
It's going pretty well. Jay, we don't need to applaud. We don't need to
Oh,
applaud.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Okay.
easy.
Jay, just go ahead.
Yeah, same instance. I'm 21 years old.
21.
21. Play games on the internet. People like watching it. And off camera, off my YouTube channel, I just fucking
Play World of Warcraft and
play World of Warcraft and fucking talk shit. Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
That's I don't know. That's it.
Mad.
Yeah, I'm Matt. I'm 24. YouTube name is iNotorious. I I'd say I'd upload videos, but I don't really anymore. It's been about 10 months now.
Some stuff coming soon, though, dude.
Oh, yeah, you saw
some
it.
stuff
I'm
coming
working on
soon.
some stuff, but it'll be good when we get back to it. Same as these guys, I started off in video games, but I took a bit of a break, and now I'm just trying to move on to other things.
Yeah, it was way better than my AA meeting thing, bro. Now I just feel bad because that was like very professional, and now I just look like a complete fucking mess. Like I'm.
Nothing wrong with that.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's
That's
fine.
fine.
Nothing
That's
wrong
all
with a
right.
bit of mess.
You could do a retake.
No, it's fine. I'll just, it is what it is. Swagger, you go ahead.
Hi, I'm Swagger Souls. I'm 32. I wear a helmet. Yeah.
Probably a good place to start. Like, why the fuck is this?
Yeah, well,
Why the fuck is this cunt like in chainmail?
Yeah, I should probably start with what the fuck I wear this shit for. I basically online, like even starting YouTube, I wanted to do IRL content. I never wanted to do face cams or webcams or anything in streaming or videos, but I knew that like I wanted to be creative and I wanted to do some IRL stuff. So I looked through my closet. This was in my closet from like, it was like 3 years before I even started YouTube. I
Where'd
think
you
it was
get that?
my mom got it for me.
Shout out, Mom.
Fucking somewhere. I think she actually went to went online to a shop.
It was hers. She passed it down to
the
you.
family heirloom. No, but my mom got it for me for I think it was I wanted to make it like a Halloween costume, but I also wanted like a showpiece in my room because at that time I was really into like knights and medieval shit, Dark Souls, which is why my name is Swagger Souls. My original profile picture was a picture of Solaire, which is like the Sun Knight from Dark Souls, but I've since moved away from Dark Souls branding because I never play the fucking game anymore.
Yeah. And you don't want to get fucking sued.
Yeah, well, that as well. I mean, so this was lying around. It ended up fitting with like the current thing that I was doing, and then I started wearing this. I wanted to keep like my anonymity. And a lot of people ask me why I wear like the helmet, why I want to stay anonymous, and I've been over it like briefly before, but mainly it's just. I just value the privacy, and I value the
Completely understandable.
the comfort that comes with meeting people and them having no idea who I am or like what I do, and they treat me normally with no
like a pedestal. Or
with
anything.
no preconceived notion. The people when they see me are clueless, and then I can have a genuine interaction.
Yeah.
Or you just go out in public and don't know who's the fuck
Well,
you are.
yeah,
It means you can like rob people without a mask.
dude, it's fucking amazing.
It's great because
It's
most
great.
robbers like have to wear a mask, but you just
Yeah.
don't have to worry
No, I
about
don't
it.
What
have to
happens if
worry
you walk
about it.
into a bank wearing that? They'd be like, "Oh, hey, Swagger Souls."
hey, open a
Hey,
bank
take this
account. Yeah, dude. But that's the reason why I wear this and all that. It used to just be the helmet. I used to not wear anything under it, but now I have, I still have the chainmail, and now I have this so that I can at least, not have to wear this an entire podcast.
Yeah,
When I put
for
that on,
sure.
it's hard to hear.
Release the eyes.
Yeah, dude.
For
So
the
Should only put
my-
it on
you
once
know,
just to show the camera for the new viewers.
Well,
Yeah.
well, just be careful of these lights here,
Can you
bud.
fit it over the headphones?
No, definitely
way.
not.
no way.
No, you have to take them off. Toby, while he's doing this, maybe you should start talking about yourself a little bit.
Boom.
I'm
The-
Toby. I like long walks on the
Is it-
beach, and I'm looking for a fat ass white girl.
He's looking for a fat ass white girl. Any fat ass white girls in the comment section, just let us know. By the way, Swagger's got his helmet on, and it's cool.
I can't hear
Swipe
anything.
right if you love Jesus.
Oh, I heard something about Jesus.
Yeah, you can't hear anything. That's fine. That's great, Swagger. You can take the helmet off now.
That
Good
is
job.
Swagger Souls.
That's Swagger Souls.
That's
everyone.
the backstory of Swagger Souls.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's interesting because like what the Misfits really is to me is just a bunch of like young people that are kind of like, I don't know. I feel like your early 20s are pretty like important. It's an important part of your life,
Yeah,
right?
they are.
It's like your formative like social year. Well, I guess I don't know. It's an important part of like your formative social years, and we're sort of living them in this weird sort of environment where we're just like, I don't know, we're YouTubers and we're doing events, and
Yeah,
it's
very
kind of
unique position we're
it's
in.
kind of a little crazy and a little cringe and a little
Oh,
spectacular.
excuse me.
I don't know. It's just this show is basically just about us shooting the shit and just saying whatever we want to say and just discussing our lives or our travel journeys or just stories in general.
Yeah.
And just talking about life through the perspective, through the lens of just a few retards.
Just
Yeah,
a
that-
few
that-
retards.
you
Just
know.
a couple retards. I mean, Swagger's actually quite knowledgeable. He drops some nice like science facts from time to time. Here's a
Yeah.
science fact from Swagger right now.
Dude, did you know that fuck, I have to file
Yeah.
through
No,
all this.
no, it's
Give me
fine.
like a subject.
It's like that
I
need like a
SpongeBob
subject.
meme.
Yeah,
I was just
It's on
thinking that.
fire.
Let's go through the podcast.
Let's talk about gravity.
What's his name?
Oh, Gravity, yes.
Oh,
Isaac
yeah,
Newton, my
gravity,
favorite
gravity.
philanthropist.
Yeah.
Did you know that in order to go to Mars, if you were to go on a ship,
Yeah.
you would have to, it would be almost necessary for you to simulate some kind of gravity. Because if you were to go into 0G for the 6-month journey it takes to get to Mars, and then
Yeah.
you were to land after 6 months in 0G, you would just be fucked for like a pretty decent amount of time because
Fucked
your
how?
body would have to like get used to like the 0.3 G gravity on Mars.
So what do you mean?
3G.
What do you mean by fucked?
So when astronauts come down from the ISS that have been up in 0G for ages, the fluid in the ears that controls balance just gets fucked. People they'll hit the ground and then immediately like start like their eyes are going back to their head like they're
Can
like
they
they're
even
doing
walk after that?
No,
Or
no,
like fucking-
they can't.
I guess
They
some with
can't.
their bones, like they get longer
Yeah,
or shorter or some
bone.
shit.
It's bone density.
That's
People's backs decompress in space, so they actually grow a couple centimeters taller, which is why I want to go to space. But yeah, what people have imagined right now is to send have a capsule and a counterweight so that it spins with like a big diameter, so that it goes from you're up, you're in 0G, you deploy, slowly goes back to 1G, so people are kind of functional and comfortable, and then as you start approaching Mars, it'll slowly go to 0.3 to get them ready for landing on Mars.
It just slowly calibrates your body.
I
Exactly.
can just imagine they're this massive trip and they just get out of the space, the
Yeah,
spaceship,
and just
whatever.
crumple.
It's like whoa,
And-
and then
and
it
just-
Can you get high off that shit?
No,
Uh,
it wouldn't. If you did, it wouldn't be pleasant. It'd be one hell of a bad trip.
Reckon?
But yeah, that's a fun fact about gravity.
That's a fun fact.
Cool.
Swagger facts.
That was
Swagger
fun. I actually already
fans.
knew that
Science
one.
souls.
So.
Cool. Good on you.
No, it reminds me of that thing some people have where it's like an imbalance on like the liquid in their air
It's-
just by default. So they just
yeah.
always like they get up in the morning is off balance.
That's
the
what,
entire
that's
day.
what happens when you cut the whiskers off of a cat.
Do you want to
Is
hear
it-
They can't balance.
something fucked? I don't know if I've told this before, but a story my dad told me was when he was in class, when he was in high school, some cunt, like they were in class, and some cunt walked behind this guy who was just working, stabbed a pencil in his ear, and that he could only like run like that. When he tried to go in a straight line, he could only go like, whoa, and
Wait.
everyone made fun of him.
Well, so he had a constant like right lean.
Yeah, because like it fucked all the shit.
So
in his
it's
ear.
just one day
He's
in
like,
class.
why-
Fucking John Wick just
wait,
goes.
I think he was just like
This is a
fucking. I think he must have been like pissing him off or something, and then rah,
Straight in
Jesus.
the ear hole. It's like one
That's
of the worst
fucked,
holes
eh?
to get stabbed.
yeah.
Like, what do you reckon the
Stabbed
worst
in.
hole is to get stabbed in?
The urethra.
You think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's probably pretty up there. You know, I don't know. Like,
pretty bad.
if you get stabbed up the,
The
nose,
tear duct?
though, is that already a hole?
It is technically
Oh,
it is
yeah.
technically a through hole in the body.
Ew, yucky, fucking yucky.
I want to fuck the hell out of your tear ducts, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll lube it up with some lacrimal fluid.
Tight
my
ass
man.
ear.
yeah. Just cry on that cock.
You got a tight ass ear.
What's that called?
Tear
A
duct.
sad wank where you use your tears?
Yeah, yeah.
wank.
you
Yeah.
Sad
wank.
masty. That's what it's
It's
called.
a salty wank.
Sad
Sad masty.
Sad
Sad
masty. That's what
masty.
it's called.
Man, masty's a great word. I'm just gonna have
Masty.
a brief masty.
Quick masty with the boys.
Masty, masty on full sails, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going back to pirates.
Full sail, masty.
Masty and across the seven seas. I'm all about pirates today, guys. I'm sorry. I don't
Sorry,
know what it is. Arr, they're on my mind.
We should play some Sea of Thieves.
Maybe. Guys, I don't know if I like gaming anymore.
No?
Same. Yeah.
Really?
Same.
Jay?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I've been disliking every game.
What about WoW?
Well, I mean, it's just nostalgia. Like, you can't go wrong with a bit of nostalgia.
It's like playing RuneScape.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you'll do it for a week and then it'll be like, fuck, it's the same shit. I'm going to quit again. But other games, just dead. I hate it. It's fucking boring.
It's interesting,
I
eh?
feel like games are just all the same these
Yeah.
days, you know? Like, even Valorant, like, it looked cool watching streams, but then after, like, 20 minutes of it, you feel like you've seen the whole thing, you know?
I still haven't given it a good enough shot. I think with a game like Valorant, you really have to like fall in love with the competitive element of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Counter-Strike.
You have to try
Yeah,
hard.
you have to like get that sweaty grind on.
I can fuck around with it. I mean, the big thing that I like right now is VR.
Yeah,
I think that's the next
I
move.
keep trying to get as many fucking people as I can into it, but
I'm scared of the
Yeah.
virtual world, man. There's all kinds of scary
it's
things in there.
just
Don't
so
wanna
much
get lost
more.
in it.
It's because it was always like a grind of sitting in front of your fucking monitor with your mic in front of you and playing a game and looking at shit and just sitting down. and that gets
Oh, it
boring.
sounds so terrible.
It gets- I mean,
Oh,
you know,
having a sit.
I mean, it's just it was monotonous to a point where
Yeah.
it was just like, okay, I'm just gaming and recording it. But when you're in VR and recording it, it's like you're in a completely different place.
different
You're
worlds.
actually in a different world, and you can fucking interact with people and put your arms out and dance and fucking grab people and get right up into their face.
Yeah.
Like the potential for just fun is maximized.
Can
because
you be a pirate?
yeah.
No
Yes, you
way. I
You
wonder
can
how
indeed.
big
Changes everything.
VR got during quarantine and stuff, because there
Yeah,
was
no,
no
it
traveling
was-
and shit.
Oh, did
Yeah.
they? I heard they're like doing like VR concerts or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
shit
yeah,
like
no,
that.
doing a lot of shit with VR.
Yeah.
Especially after the Oculus Quest came out.
Yeah.
I mean, that really pushed it into the hands of a lot of consumers,
Fucking sick.
and it's pretty
Easier.
decent. You
Yeah.
know, VR is like the next wave. I mean, Josh Stubbs and Mully and
Oh,
all those
killing it,
guys
crushing
are
it.
absolutely killing it. I've been playing with them. Those sessions have been fun. Like, I just want to play VR with more people. But I think a lot of COVID and just being inside really fucked a lot of my YouTuber friends. Like they
Yeah.
just kind of just wanted to fuck it. Like I don't want to fucking record. Like I just want to hang
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, it's not been a great time for mental health.
No, not
worldwide.
at all. Not
I
at
reckon
all.
it's at an
bro.
all-time low, and I reckon a lot of people don't even know how fucked up they've become because of COVID.
It's
Yeah.
just like a slow descent.
Yeah, it's just
Mm.
that everyone's just going a little crazy. The world just seems so on edge. You know what I mean? And not the fun way where you're edging with your pirate, and he's
You're having a sad mess. thing.
you're sad, nasty.
Yeah.
And,
Nah.
it's not like that kind of edging. It's like a
Mm-mm.
bad kind of edge. It's
I
you know,
completely agree
it's like
with
a
that.
sharp, pointy edge.
It's fucked when you're afraid to clear your throat in an Uber because you don't want to scare the driver.
Ubers are scary because you're just thinking about how many cunts have sat in this place today
Yeah.
and touched this handle and spit on the seat.
Farted on the seat.
Yeah, I
Turned
miss
on the
spitting on the
seat.
seats, but now it's polite,
Yeah.
It's
Can't even have a masty in the back
Kind
of
of a
the
sad
Ubers
masty.
anymore.
Sad ways society's going these days.
Just-
Oh, I
Toby
think
is just
Toby
disconnected.
disconnected.
She either has the worst internet in the world or she's just bored. Oh, she's
Oh,
back.
And
she's
that.
Toby.
Bye.
I think you guys disconnected there.
Oh, well,
could
we
be.
have shit
Yeah.
internet in this undisclosed location.
Yeah, that's
hopefully,
right.
hopefully we'll be fixed.
In this
Oh, when are
fucking
they gonna
garage.
get with the VR? When do you think they're gonna have VR esports and shit like that?
They already
probably
have
do
some
have
kind
it,
of
yeah.
VR esports. They have Pavlov and Onward tournaments and
Oh,
shit where
shit.
people are up on stage with the VR headset doing things.
That must be
kinda
so
I'd
weird to
fucking-
spectate to watch them
I'd
on
fucking
stage. Just
kill in that shit, dude. I would kill in a Pavlov thing. I like playing an FPS like Pavlov, which for people that don't know, it's practically like Counter-Strike in VR. But you actually have the gun. You actually have to reload it. You actually have to pull back the charging handles. You have to know how
Yeah.
guns work. You have to
That
aim down the
shit's so
sight. You have to
confusing.
line it up.
the only
you have
problem
to,
I have with it is the movement. That's the biggest thing with VR that's
Yeah.
holding it back. Is
Still a
walking
little
is
clunky.
still just very clunky.
It was really good with the Knuckles controllers on the Valve Index.
yeah, that was nuts when I tried it at your
but
place. The fucking
my fucking
fingers and shit on that
my
thing.
index controllers are shot. My left thumbstick is drifting
Shit.
like it lives in fucking Tokyo. So it's not working.
Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift, bro.
Oh, I like the movie.
Yeah.
Like the movie. I
made
actually
it into
haven't
a
seen
real
that movie.
place.
I haven't seen the movie.
Really?
Honestly,
Oh.
I have seen it, but I cannot remember it for the
It's
life
the
of
dude
me.
who's like, the DK. Do you know what
What's
the DK is?
Donkey
What is
Kong.
DK? Donkey Kong.
yeah, I remember you actually saying that in a video,
video,
of mine.
yeah, it's
But
fucking-
I didn't actually know that it was a real line from the movie. I thought
Really?
that you were just saying,
No, it was stolen.
so it's just a stolen
man.
joke.
Stolen joke.
Oh, Swagger's just on a risky sip of the gamer subs. By
Yeah,
pull-
Yeah, you know what? That's what I miss. That's one of the things I miss being in New Zealand. I don't have any gamer subs.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
What?
Well, let me
You
tell you,
can
we can
ship
get
some
some.
We got some gamer subs right here and on the wall. Cameron
let me
drew a little,
it's
a little
fucking
thing right there.
fantastic.
That's me. I'm Cameron. I drew on the wall with my chalk because I'm a child.
Do
But
you
I
know
also
where we
love
can
gamer
get these
subs.
though? Do
Well,
you know where
man,
we can buy these?
I'll tell you, buddy. Go over to gamersubs.gg
Yeah.
and buy whatever you want. Fill
Damn.
your card up to the brim.
Shit. Well,
And
that
use
sounds
code-
expensive though.
Yeah, well, that's why we have a beautiful code for you, Matt. Code Misfits.
Oh,
No
Check out.
way.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's 10% off.
Yeah, which is like that's like 10%, right?
That's a
It
lot
is.
for
It's
That's a lot of
1/10.
percent.
Better than once.
Yeah, it's like
It's 1/10.
Yeah, so
1/10 of the price.
yeah, which I don't know if you guys know much about maths. Like we could go into it and explain it, but it's actually
Yeah, you
like
can pull out the theory.
it's
It's
like
like less than the amount you would normally pay.
it's like a
Yes.
fraction, you know.
Yeah.
So
A fractional amount. So
Yeah.
you're paying 9/10 of
Sometimes
the
a decimal.
price.
yeah.
9/10 of the price that you would.
Swagger will now explain how fractions work.
Okay, so say you have a cart with 5 gamer subs dragon fruit punch,
Okay.
but you add to the cart 5 lemonade
Jay,
gamer
stop kicking
subs things.
Yeah.
Teacher
That's
keeps
a-
kicking me.
I'm not kicking.
Hey, stop it, you fuck.
I'm not. My legs
You don't
are
have a
kicked
future.
side.
You don't have a fucking future.
I'm like I'm fucking riding
You-
a horse.
pay
with my
attention.
legs
You
right
Pay
will
attention
amount to like
hang on,
nothing.
hang
now.
on.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what the fuck is that shit?
This is cultural difference at its finest.
Wait, what? So okay, what we're doing here, audience at home, is when the teacher in the classroom claps, this.
You
What
go
is-
bam, 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 bam.
No, dun, dun. How does
No,
it
no.
go?
It go,
You don't copy the teacher?
Yeah, for us it's
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that was the same for me, and I'm
Yeah.
from New Zealand
yeah,
as
they
well.
just
I
did the same
wasn't
thing.
taught to copy the teacher. I was taught to do my own thing and step outside the box.
Look at this guy.
Optimistic.
Big IQ there.
Yeah.
When we did that, we just got bullied. So.
Yeah, true. True. It's like,
It's just like the teacher does that, and then some guy just does like a beatbox improv.
And the teacher goes, conform! Conform! You know? So,
Right.
yeah.
Have you guys ever had a teacher tell you that you won't amount to anything and that yada yada yada?
I had a bus driver tell me that once.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I
just out of
told
the
my
blue.
teacher that he wasn't going to amount to anything.
Whoa,
really?
You seem like we were a very backward school.
Jesus Christ.
It's like
Yeah, we were taught to live our own lives.
teachers
Wow.
are just like pathetic, and you're just like you're teaching them shit. It's just an AA meeting for adults, but like
Literally.
hosted by children.
That's how it is in New Zealand. Yeah,
Wow, New Zealand's like actually kind of got their shit together. Wow,
seriously.
the children are the leaders of your nation.
Wow, the children are the future of the society.
Wow, dude, that was deep.
Is that
Yeah,
deep?
bro.
That was deep.
That's
That was
rock,
philosophical.
Bro. If you thought that was deep, leave us a 5-star.
As deep as a puddle, bro. I love
Tell
this
us how deep
podcast.
it was.
This is great.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oi, what's the deepest puddle?
The Mariana Trench.
Is that really a
The
puddle?
Marinara
though? Come on,
Trench.
that's like the whole ocean swag. Right? I don't know if that's a puddle.
It
Come on.
kind of is.
Yeah,
Kinda is.
but I guess the ocean is just a puddle.
It kind of is.
Yeah,
To like a really, 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 really big person.
yeah, like a big guy.
Yeah, like a
Godzilla,
really
just-
big guy.
Hey, you're a big guy. You're not gonna think that
For
the
you.
ocean's like the ocean, right? It's like-
Yeah, you're just kind of like, oh yeah.
Toby, what do you think?
I think that the land is more like the puddle because there's more water than land.
Wow.
Oh my God! See,
Oh.
New Zealand thinking outside the
That
box.
is outside the box. Damn, us Kiwis really got it.
Crazy.
together,
We've
don't
got
we?
our stuff together. Zero coronavirus cases.
If you're from New Zealand, turn the fuck up, dude. You guys are killing
Straight
it.
up.
It's got fucking New Zealand over there in
Just do the
America.
hockey.
No, don't disrespect. Don't disrespect the
yeah.
Maori culture like that.
How do you do it?
brother?
How do you do
Oh,
it?
we can't.
Brother.
We can't do
You
that.
can't do it? You can't.
Well, we can.
Were you guys taught that? Isn't that like a culture
Yes.
everybody shares?
So everyone at home, if you don't know, New Zealand is home to the indigenous people called the Maori people.
Maori people.
And
Maori.
in school, growing up, like we were, taught a lot about Maori culture, and actually were like encouraged to like, we did like hukas and stuff at school.
Yeah, there
What
was-
is huckas? What the hell?
Explain what a
Kapa
haka
haka.
is.
It's
Explain what
a
haka is.
Māori.
It's a war dance.
Yeah, it's a war dance that was used to intimidate people.
They stick out their tongue, right?
Yeah, they were just
Yeah.
they were supposed to look like savages and beasts and stuff, and it was to
Yeah.
intimidate the opponents, enemies.
Yeah, like our rugby
really
team,
worked.
The All Blacks will like do a haka before every game. It's also used not just for war, but also to like honor people like
Yeah.
in death.
Do
you guys
at
know how to do
funerals
a
and
haka?
things. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Surely show. Oh, did you get it?
yeah,
Got
got
the
another
got the
mosquito, boys.
mosquito.
We are racking up the kill count here.
Yeah.
Two now.
Yeah, that's a 2 for
One more,
0.
get a UAV.
Yep, the All Blacks.
Get a UAV.
All Blacks do it before every game, and they're best in the world.
Yeah.
So, what does that say? What does that tell you?
Yeah.
Didn't-
It works.
I could be wrong. This could be another group of indigenous Pacific Islanders, but wasn't there a Maori tribe that cracked open the skulls of
Didn't you bring up this like a week ago?
Was it a week ago?
I don't know. You
Oh
brought this
no,
up.
it was 3 weeks ago. They crack open their skulls, they eat their brains to consume their power.
Oh, you're just thinking
What
of
the
zombies,
fuck?
man. It's
Oh,
not-
like
Yeah, no, I'm
there
not
was
sure.
I don't know if it
And
was in
there was
Maori,
like
but it could have
Moriori.
Moriori.
That was that they were like, I think they were the. I don't know if this is the right word. Predecessors
Predecessors,
to the
yeah.
Maori people,
Uh-huh.
and they
The Moriori.
they
gave
died.
birth
They
to the
died
Maori?
off. I'm pretty sure. I'm not. I could be completely wrong,
Yeah,
but they
like,
were.
Everything we say is just so ignorant. So if
Yeah,
we're
take
wrong
that
at
with
all.
a grain of a lot of salt.
Yeah, like
Well,
If
look,
you're
literally a
coming to
rock
this
of salt.
podcast for information, you're
Look,
at the wrong
guys,
place.
I'm sure everybody listening to this podcast right now has critical thinking skills, and if they
Yes.
say, "Hey, that might not be right," that they'll fact check on
That's
the
right.
right.
100%, and I'm
not just
absolutely
get
okay with
upset.
that.
You know, nobody here
Yeah.
is an expert.
Yep.
All
Exactly.
we are people that consume from the great hive mind that is the internet and
That's
then
right.
regurgitate our opinions into a microphone.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. God, I love being alive.
I love my
Good
country,
so fucking
and I
good.
love being alive.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude.
Do you guys love your country?
Yeah,
I do.
I love my government.
I love America.
Yeah.
I also love Australia.
Yeah.
I love everyone. I love you guys.
Yeah, I love you guys
Oh,
too.
dude.
2
Nice.
years.
Look at
2
that.
years.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
I
2
love you,
years.
Toby.
Cheers.
Wow.
Love you, Toby.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like it's like a long distance kind of love right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
it's
But,
like you know.
Oh yeah.
And we
Yeah.
love Mason.
we love Mason.
And we
love
also
Mason.
all love
Rest his soul.
Mason.
Sorry, he's
No.
not
He's
dead.
not dead.
He's not
definitely
dead.
not
Don't,
dead.
don't say that.
We did not kill
stands a
him.
heart
We're not
attack.
kill him.
Yeah, we didn't kill him.
Yeah, he's chilling in July.
Yeah,
Kicking his feet up.
that's right.
Yep.
Yep, not
Not
dead.
6 feet
Having a
under.
VB.
Not 6 feet
July.
under. Not there's no he's not dead. Is what
He's
I'm saying. That's for
alive
sure. Alive
and well.
Yeah.
Wait, Mason's not dead? Oh.
Guys, gamersubs.gg code misfits.
10% off.
10% off. What do you reckon
Yeah.
about that?
Love it.
I
Absolutely love it.
reckon that if this dude drank
Yeah.
some gamer subs, he'd grow to my height.
That's like your original one, drunk gamer subs, and now
Yes,
it's that.
dude. He's like a mushroom power up in Super Mario.
Do you like put him in the tub and it like slowly expands to full size?
Yeah, it's like one of those little foam things you drop that are in the pill
What are
capsules.
those?
Have you ever had
like
those?
the little sponges. Or
Yeah,
like the
the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You guys ever had that shit where you take the
yeah,
little,
and they
pill
get
and
massive.
it get massive?
Yeah.
Can we talk about
That was
those?
my
So-
firstborn
We,
son.
we should talk about these.
Yeah, explain what this is that you're holding to our
That's
audio
Toby.
listeners.
Keep putting him down.
No.
Well, what Swagger and Fitz are holding right now, you may remember a year ago we released little vinyl figures, Fitz, Swagger, and I. And since it's been a year, we have released an anniversary edition. Fitz has just kissed me.
Yeah, is that
I've
okay?
never been more aroused in my life.
Oh, it is okay then. Great.
I'll
great.
kiss me.
But yeah, we thought, we released a big 1 foot limited edition releasing
sick
on
is
the
that?
28th of June.
28th of
It's
June.
pretty epic.
Yeah, they're big as. Like they're actually so
Like
big.
they're actually big
Yeah.
ass.
That
Like
one's
a-
the life size
Come
too.
on.
oh damn, that's hot. That's making me horny.
What you're hearing right now is
Oh,
we're
yes.
making Toby and Swagger
Is
cake.
this Shagger Halls?
Let's do, hang on, let's do the.
I love you. Sorry, I was
I
really
hate
fast.
you.
I don't know why I said that on the first date.
Dude, not good.
Yeah.
You two's goes hard, man. Like
Yep.
that is
This is
sick.
the 1 footers. This is probably going to be like the last one I do for like a while.
Ooh,
Probably for like a pretty long time. I've done like so many figures with you two.
Yeah.
It's always been
Yeah.
a pleasure to work with them. They're very, very good creators. And why not go big or go home for the last one for a while?
I
think
would
like,
rather, I think, own the big one, than any of the other
Yeah,
ones. It's so startlingly large.
I would too. It's like a good. It's a good showpiece. I think they're about $90.
$80, I think.
Oh, is it 80?
That's less than what he
I
thought.
hope
so that's
it's
like a
80.
positive
I
thing.
hope it's 80 because that would be fucking pog
Yeah.
champ.
But that is going to be a
Yeah.
collectible.
It will be
Yeah.
good. It's going to be limited, of course.
Yeah.
When do they
So,
come out?
I think it's June
It's-
28th.
Wow.
June
That's like
28th.
that's like startlingly soon.
Mark
It
the
is.
frickin' calendar,
Yeah.
Mark the
guys.
calendar,
on that.
June 28th. If you guys want me and Toby to make out in
potentially
your
the last
rooms.
ones we do.
Yeah.
Potentially the last ones that we do for at least the foreseeable future.
Amazing.
I have a quick question.
Go for
Yes.
Can you put the Toby one on top of Swagger's helmet?
Ooh.
I mean, on top of the Swagger one's helmet.
Yeah.
Oh my
let me
goodness!
see.
Oh my goodness!
You can.
You
Look
can
at that.
stack them.
All right, so
Oh, there you
theoretically, you could make a totem pole.
You could get a bunch of swaggers
Ah.
and just
Oh.
stack them on top of each other. That would be
No way. They stack as well.
Dude, what were those toys? Did you guys have those where you could like stack them and like they had arms like
Oh,
lock and
that's
shit?
not
They're like
good.
monkeys.
Kind of, but they were like plastic and they were
No.
like
Bionicles.
no,
Jenga?
no.
Jenga.
No.
Are you
Tonka,
talking about
Monopoly?
monkeys in a barrel?
No, they're like these little square plastic things.
what
And
are
you
those
could like
monkeys
move their
doing in the
legs and
barrel?
shit and they'd stack on top of each other like that. They'd grab onto each other.
I'm trying
They
to
came
remember.
like Happy Meals and shit.
Were they
one time.
magnetic?
No, they were just plastic.
Oh, I'm not sure.
What were those things? Oh my
No
god, that's
idea.
gonna drive me nuts.
What's your favorite toy?
My favorite toy.
Yep.
As a
I-
kid, definitely Bionicles.
I gotta think about
Uh-huh.
this.
That's Bionicles.
Fuck.
Those are cool.
What do we constitute as a toy?
Butt plugs, dildos,
Yeah,
vibrators.
flashlights.
Yeah.
Cock ring, 100%.
Cock
Cock
ring?
ring?
Oh, he's like cock ring kind of guy.
I see. Vibrating
I have
or
no idea.
No idea.
I'm the
Have
least.
you never slipped on a cock ring?
No.
No.
I hate that when you
Heavens.
leave your cock ring line on the floor. You slip it. You slip
What-
on it.
Is
Yeah.
the point of a cock ring to keep you hard?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
It's
Yeah,
supposed to
it's-
keep
no,
the.
no. I swear it's to stimulate the clitoris.
What? I thought
I think it does both. I think like,
Maybe it does both.
It's like a tie, it's a cock ring.
it's like a tourniquet. It's like
It's a
a
fucking cock ring.
It's like
It's like a cock. Like,
it's
there's
like
no instructions. You
it's like how if someone gets shot in the arm, you tourniquet the arm so that the blood doesn't
Okay,
like leak out anymore. So for the cock, if it's filled, the blood vessels are full and your cock is super hard, and you turn
yours
it, kid,
leaks?
it,
Yours
it
leaks
won't. It
blood?
won't leak blood.
Oh,
but what I'm
okay.
saying is that it'll keep the blood there.
Okay.
Yeah. That you know, yeah, you sure it doesn't leak blood?
No,
I don't know if it's worth the risk, boys.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
I don't,
to be
I don't,
honest.
I don't know.
No, yeah, definitely.
No,
not
but
testing
Toby,
that.
you are right. Like, I think some cock rings are actually designed with vibrators built into them. Not that I would know
Yeah,
anything
I
about
did
this.
I did realize after you guys kept explaining that not all of them vibrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So not all of them would be for that.
The best ones do, though. That's
Those
the
are
thing.
the ones you get at, like,
Not that I
gas
would know,
stations,
but
though.
like,
A gas
You get
station
those
cock
at like
ring?
vending machines. You put in a quarter.
No, that's a key ring.
it's a gumball.
You just put a
man.
metal key ring on your cock.
Oh
Other than
no!
that, you know how like sometimes you like put on a ring at a store just to like try it on and it gets
It
stuck on your
doesn't
finger.
come off.
That's the worst, and that happens with cock rings.
It's like
why I always use
it's
lube.
like from that Eric Andre movie where
I haven't seen that
they
yet.
had a scene. You know, like the Chinese, quote unquote, Chinese finger traps
Oh, yeah,
that you
yeah,
put
yeah.
in. It was Eric Andre and somebody else in the movie. They put their cocks in the
In-
fucking
I think Jackass
Oh
did this
my
first.
God.
Interesting.
Can you imagine?
Oh, no.
Fuck
I
that.
did that with my sister once, and it was
You
like,
did
not
what with
not with my kid, no, but like an actual finger trap.
Okay,
Like I
uh-huh.
had my finger
Thanks for
in, and she had
clarifying.
her finger in the finger trap, and then
Okay.
we were stuck, and my dad
Right.
had to get scissors and cut it in half.
Yeah,
Shit.
dude. I think that. What if like when you both your dicks are in the finger trap, the only way to get it out is to come and to like
Because you
eat
have
something
to
and-
you have to
like
push
loose.
it together, so you would have to. That's like
Oh, you'd have
forced-
to dock.
You would
to
have
get-
to
Oh.
dock.
stop.
You'd have to dock.
Fuck, bro. What the fuck are we talking
Yeah,
about?
like it's messed up, but I'm also like we should definitely get to the
Yeah,
bottom of
welcome
this.
to everyone who hasn't been on this podcast before or listened
Yeah,
to it. We've gone
what
from
the fuck?
pirates to video games to cock rings.
There's no way
Welcome.
that any new cunts are still listening. Like, there's
Yeah,
no way
I don't
that
think
any
so.
new cunts are
Look,
listening
guys,
still.
You know, it's fine.
Maybe like some guy just got it stuck on the radio and he just doesn't know how to change it, and it's the only thing he can
His
listen to
kids are in the
now.
car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's just
My
every
favorite toy is a Happy Meal toy.
yeah. But favorite toy, like back to the original question.
yeah, like real toys though. Like
Yeah.
So,
Like growing up, what was your go-to?
Well, in
Like,
America, guns were pretty common.
I
though.
like the what was it called, Matt? The one with like they had like wooden discs with holes in them. Tinker Toys. Tinker Toys.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, fuck the Tinker Toys.
Sounds cringe,
It was
though.
like it was almost like an engineering thing. Like you
So
had
that's Lincoln
so
Logs,
boring.
Tinker
you-
Toys.
Yeah, Lincoln Logs were cool because like you could build little houses with
Build a
logs.
little log
But
cabin.
I had the Tinker Toys where it was like you could put a disc and then they had like different like wooden rods of different lengths and you can connect them together to make all sorts of shit. Bionicles were also fucking dope. Legos were dope. Like
Oh, what was the one? It was like
building
Tinker
shit.
Toys, but it was like metal that had like screws and bolts and everything. You
I
could,
have no idea.
build full on like. shit with it.
I like swear to God, I have no idea what a Tinker Toy is still. Any idea?
no
It was on
idea.
Toy Story.
It's been
Remember? I think which one of them had it in Toy Story? It was
I
like,
mean, I can
just
just
the, like the
I
fucking
just
weird ass
Google- I
baby
just
head that was
Google
bald,
Tinker
like walking
Toy.
around. I think he was on Tinker Toys, something like that.
You know what? I'm just gonna accept that I'm never gonna understand
Yeah.
this.
it's fine. I'll show you a
Yeah.
picture.
You said
after the
engineering and I
podcast.
got lost.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I started thinking about some other shit. I swear
Yeah.
to God.
I don't know, like there was like you know robot toys and shit, but I liked anything that like I could build. Like I had like a like you know like the old show of like the robots fighting each other, like the
Robot
BattleBots,
Wars.
BattleBots, Robot Wars.
Robot Wars. Yeah, yeah. Watch
Okay.
that.
Finding each
Like-
other like spiritually.
No, fighting.
Oh, fighting.
Fighting
They had like
each other.
saw
That might be
blades and
better.
shit. They'd go at it.
Yeah.
But like robots just finding
Oh,
themselves.
what was? Do you remember the black one? It was like Jaw Crusher, some
Dude,
crusher
I
thing.
was like, I
remember that
I don't remember.
Toby, what was your favorite
I was
toy?
like the grave digger of that shit.
I was one of those kids that just love little toy cars.
Okay. So like
yeah.
Hot Wheels.
Hot
or-
Wheels.
Oh, big
race
Hot Wheel-
tracks.
Yeah, yeah.
Stuff like that,
Loop-de-loops.
yeah.
Jay?
That shit was hard.
I was like a poor New Zealand boy, so like maybe a stick.
yeah, a stick, a sulfuric
stick.
acid pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like a stick with like a little pointy little end on it. Think it's like a staff or some
Oh,
shit.
Oh,
Toby,
yeah.
Toby, did you have the whole like mat with like the whole city layout and everything on it too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
did you
yeah.
take-
I was never into Hot Wheels,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the tracks and stuff. I just had a little plastic maps, and I would just drive the cars around the map.
Did you also like when they had like a big parking lot? You'd park all your cars like it was a car meet. And you
Yeah.
had all your,
Yeah.
He knows. He knows.
That's Pog.
Yeah. My
Can't relate. Didn't have toys.
my favorite toy was definitely like Bionicles for sure.
Bionicles were
Every-
so dope.
Which generation did you get into first?
the entire like like lineage of Bionicles.
Oh, did you have the Gen
Really?
1s?
You had all
I had
of
Gen
them?
1s.
Oh,
I had
shit.
everything.
I
I
had one of
remember.
those. Gen 2 is when
Those
I
are
got
rare
into that
Pepe
shit.
Gen ones.
Yeah, I don't know if my parents still have them at their house, but like literally every single gift I ever got, I would shake the box and go, "Is it Bionicles?"
Yes, I fucking would go to like
Really?
gifts
You
for
talked about
Christmas.
this
You'd shake
before.
it, you'd be like, "Oh, that's
Yeah.
fucking Lego."
Yeah, so much
It's
to
just
the
a big
That is so
tube, and
cute.
you'd shake it. You know, it's Lego. You're like,
yeah,
okay.
and it just comes to the point where like even now as a grown man, I'll shake my gifts and say Bionicles, you know, just out of sheer habit.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie,
I do
one
that
time
on
I cheated, and it was
Concrete.
like you'd see like the tube sitting there wrapped up in wrapping paper. You knew what it was, you didn't know what Bionicle it was. So
Yeah.
sometimes, sorry, mom and dad, I would cheat. I'd like
Oh my
peel the
God.
paper
As
a little
if
bit.
your mom
I
and
would-
dad watched this fucking podcast.
Wow, that's like
Yeah.
worse than anything we've ever done.
fine.
Oh, you
the
don't
one thing
look
I'm
at your gifts.
apologizing for is like peeking in the gift. That's
Oh,
where,
you
that's where I
don't
draw
do
the line
that.
there.
Cross the
That's the
line, bro.
line.
Dude,
That is the
Santa
line.
listens to this shit, dude. Like Santa's gonna
Dude.
bust
What-
your ass.
Do you ever
What's
do
the
that though? You
list?
like you peel it back, you just see what color the lid was. You're like, oh, it's the green one. Yes. You know?
Nah, I love the surprise. I love the surprise.
Wait, they came in tubes?
Yeah.
They used to come in like
Interesting.
There's like a
cylindrical.
big plastic
Oh, yeah,
tube, and
I
it like had
remember
the
them.
cap. You just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, why the fuck we
That
talking
was a
about
very
Bionicles?
satisfying noise.
Why the fuck we
It's a
talking about
fucking
cock rings?
We're gonna cock rings at least is
Wanna go back
relatable
to
to our
that?
Zoomer audience.
How would
Yeah.
how would you pronounce Bionicles if it was a Greek philosopher?
Bionicles.
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 Oh, okay, I was way off.
Bionicles.
Bionicles.
Sorry, I don't speak Greek.
Yeah. Yeah. I also had
Gyro. Gyro. Slovaki.
I also had
Dead.
like
HSP. Sorry,
what the hell are you guys even talking about? You're saying
I
like
speak
various
Greek.
acronyms
Speaking
and
Greek.
shit?
Yeah.
HSP, I heard that. Oh, kabab, bro. Sorry. Did you guys have like a sentimental toy growing up?
Yes, my
Ooh.
stuffed monkey George.
You call him George?
Yeah, it was Curious George.
Oh my god, that's
It
so,
was-
that's
it was
so
stuffed
boring.
monkey.
That's like the white girl name.
Sentimental.
I remember being like
You'd be-
4 or 5, and my grandma walks through the door, holding it, and I was like, "It's Curious George." I was super into monkeys. I'm still into monkeys. I think
Yeah.
they're fucking
We pimp
amazing.
chimping.
We are pimp chimping.
You've always been a monkey guy.
I have always been a monkey man. And yeah, I actually brought that fucking stuffed toy with me.
Really?
Yeah, it's sitting in my bedroom.
Why haven't we been introduced?
Fuck.
I thought, well, you guys have come
I've
over
seen it.
before, but you guys don't come to my bedroom. Toby has, but
Why
let's
was
not
Toby
talk-
in your
let's not
bedroom?
talk about
I've been
that.
in Swagger's bedroom.
We'll just skip
Okay.
that. It's fine.
Pride Month.
I
Turn up.
had a bear, and his name was Bruin.
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 Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a
that's-
Russian name, like Bruin.
Did
Yeah.
you come up with that? Or?
Yep. That's literally like what I was like very young when I got him. I cannot remember meeting this bear. I think I was fucked up. My mom got it for me, and I just called him Bruin, and that stuck. And he's like this little brown bear, and he had this like necklace made of cloth, and I used to chew it. Just a fun fact for you guys, because I was just so cracked out on drugs from a young age. I was just chewing on the, I was just like just gnawing on the string around his neck.
I feel that.
And yeah, like I kept that motherfucker on my shelf, you know, so I could see him from my bed, like right into my teens. I was like, motherfucking Bruin, how you going, mate? To the point where I almost got scared of him for a while because I was like, man, this guy's really keeping an eye on me.
Yeah. Like
You
he's
know?
been there for 13
Have
years.
you guys ever been paranoid in your bed and looking at toys around your
Yeah.
room or something, thinking that they're sentient and they're gonna like come alive? I
Yeah.
remember having like a sleep paralysis dream when I was really young,
Really?
and a couple of like stuffed toys like got up and started walking around the room. And
What the
What?
fuck?
And like-
what if
and
they
like-
actually were?
like
Yeah,
I
it's
was,
just
I
a
was
dream.
like my eyes were open and I was in my bed and I was looking around, but I couldn't move because I was paralyzed. But I
Yeah.
could move my eyes. I was just seeing them
Shit.
all like crawl, like some were coming up onto my
Ew.
bed, turning their head, looking at me, looking away, and then like coming back down. And then I ended up snapping out of it, and you know they were
And
on
then
the
you
shelf.
just hear,
But fuck
"There's a
That
me.
is
snake in
fucking
my
terrifying.
Yeah, I was like fucking 8 years old, so I
Not bad.
No idea
didn't-
what the
I didn't
fuck
e-
was happening.
I didn't even tell my parents about it. I don't think. Like I was just like, I was like, if I tell my parents, they'll come after me or something.
Thank you for
But,
opening up
yeah.
about that.
Dude, it's fine. It's
Toy Story
fine.
5 sounding lit.
Dude. That's what I thought because I was into Toy Story at the time.
Yeah.
I was fucking big fan, dude. Zurg, all that shit.
Emperor Zurg.
Oh, I had the little
Buzz
RC car
Lightyear.
that you could drive, the old one.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that
dude.
shit?
I had all that shit. My dad made me a lot of toys in my youth. He
That's cool.
made like I used to be really into Jimmy Neutron. He made me the shrink ray out of like a remote and
Really?
beads. He would make
Genuinely worked.
DIY. Yeah, I used it. I used it on myself. I used it on myself, and I've never recovered.
Oh yeah, I had
Yeah.
I had Buzz and Woody too from Toy Story. I remember one time me and my brother had it, and my mom was in the other room, and all of a sudden she heard like this banging sound. She's like, fuck is that? She comes in the room.
I remember
sees-
my first Woody.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to say it.
Yeah,
Go.
playing with Buzzy and Woody. We're like, what is that sound going on in there?
I was playing with
But
my
see-
Woody, and my mom heard banging sounds in the other room.
So you came to investigate.
Well, she
Go on,
walked
go.
in on us. She's like, what the hell's that noise? And we're like taking these things, throwing them up at the ceiling fan, watch them go fly across the room and smack into the wall.
Shit.
Imagine if they were sentient. They just fucking like they wake up the next day. and
We
they're like,
finally got bot buzz. We're going to a good home. Bang!
You ruined my life, Matt. For the rest of your days. Yeah.
My granddad, when we were younger, made me and my cousins like guns made of wood.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
he would like
Same here.
construct guns out of wood and like like sand them down so they actually looked like guns. It was sick.
Shit.
dude, point him at a cop. Hell yeah. No.
Yeah, fuck 12.
Epic.
Did you guys play with the little green toy soldiers?
Yeah,
Nah,
dude. I
I
had the
never-
parachute ones and fucking throw them off the,
yeah,
the
those-
second
What?
story. and fucking
Parachutes? What the
Throw
fuck?
off the
That's
swing
down.
set.
It's a very old school toy. I think those
Holy.
green soldiers. My
Yeah.
grandparents had them always at their
Wow.
house, and like a bunch of like old trucks as well. And I used to like, play
Oh, I
Oh,
had those. They're
Hess.
like the full size. Oh my god, I had like
Hess
every
trucks,
single Hess
bro.
truck from like 2000.
Dude,
to, like, this year.
my grandparents always gave me the Hess shit.
Yes,
They-
yes.
I remember telling them like, oh, I don't know if I like trucks, and they were like, okay. And then they got like Hess like airplanes and like fighter jets.
they
and
had
shit.
like
I
the
was like, this
space
is so much
shuttle. They had
better.
motorbikes, everything.
It was
Shit.
awesome. It was
I
fun
don't remember
because
them.
you just fucking wind them up and they just fucking go.
I feel bad having this conversation for the Jay because he's just like, man, here I am with my
Like,
stick.
with my
I
stick.
my stick.
I did actually got like a fucking rock for Christmas once.
Yeah, was it
Yeah.
a nice
I got a
ride?
rock.
It was a nice rock. It was nice and smooth, but
Yeah, what generation?
Generation Z.
Oh,
Z, yeah, Gen
Yo.
Z rock.
Gen Z ride.
I mean,
Th-
we
this
got a
sounds
rack and iron
ridiculous.
childhood too, but in a different way.
sounds ridiculous, Toby. What does?
But like, remember there's a man who made millions of dollars selling fucking rocks.
pet
Right.
rock.
Oh, the
Really?
pet
the pet
rock.
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they remade
Yeah.
that now, and now it's a USB you can plug in.
Yeah.
A USB.
Probably made
Pet
millions
rocks,
off that
like
one
they-
too.
It was literally just rocks in a box that kids bought
Dude,
and got for Christmas.
imagine
fucking
imagine
crazy.
throwing your pet rock through some fucking geezer's window and being like, "Oh, sorry, I got my pet off the leash."
What are you doing, Craig?
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Get back here, Spike. Get back here.
And then the pebble just starts moving. Who gets out? Like, what the fuck?
The
is
rock
wrong?
just starts fucking shimmying.
No, I got a real rock for Christmas. It
Yeah,
was-
just like a
My
default.
dad said he was going to get me a rock. And I
Did
got
you
a
name
rock.
him Dwayne?
No, I. It was a rock.
Yeah.
So what did you end up doing with him?
Nothing. I just left it
Do you
there.
still
and-
have him?
No,
You just
definitely
said-
not. I just.
Why
I
did
think
your dad get you a
I think it
rock?
was like a bit. He was
It
like,
was
I
just a
got you
joke?
I'm gonna get you a rock for Christmas, and I'm like, no, no, you're not, because that'd be fucked. And
Oh, That
then
would
he got me an
such
actual
a
rock.
deadbeat dad move if you did
He
that.
got me
Like,
an
don't
actual
do
rock.
that.
But then it was like, I think it was something like,
What if it
like
just started
4
as a
years later or
bit, and
something.
then you're. What if it
No.
started as a bit originally, and then your dad saw you get excited? You're like, "Oh, thanks, Dad. Thanks for the
Yeah,
rocks."
he's like,
Like,
"Oh,
he
shit.
actually likes it. Okay,
Actually
shit. I
likes
don't gotta
the
give him
rock."
the other present. I'm gonna
nah,
return that.
it was. I'm pretty sure it was a bit.
Are you sure it wasn't Santa?
No, dude, Santa, if
Yeah,
you gave
what
me
if
a
you-
rock, that's
what if they
fucked.
just
I wasn't
be
even
nice to
naughty.
you? You're just just
Yeah.
getting cold.
What age did you guys stop believing in Santa?
I think it was like 11.
Yeah, for me it was like a week ago. That's crazy. I actually just found out that he's not actually
Really?
real.
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
it blew my mind.
No way.
Because how else are those gifts get delivered?
Honestly,
I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't think of that.
No, but-
It's a fucking good point.
yeah, I guess, I don't know, Amazon?
Have you guys seen? Did you guys see
Jeff
the like the
Bezos?
Santa tracker shit way back in the
Yeah.
day, where you would
Oh,
see
yeah,
him like
yeah.
Go across
live
the world
go
map.
across the world on the
Yeah.
map,
The
and they had
NORAD
they
Santa
had
tracker.
they had like
Yeah.
it was literally NORAD. They had like CGI renderings of fighter jets like pulling up next to Santa
What?
to escort him.
What?
There's like
what
a little like
fighter
picture
jet-
of Santa below like Uber Eats. Santa's on the way with your delivery.
Did you guys
do
ever? Did you guys ever call Santa?
Yeah.
If
I
a
call
call
them,
was-
call them names.
It was like
big fat
the New
idiot.
Zealand free phone
sorry.
number is 0800.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
like 0800 ho ho ho
I did
or
that.
something.
No, what
And you
happened?
would call it, and it'd be like Santa's fucking not available right now.
Santa's, those exact words.
drinking.
Santa's fucking not
Santa's
available.
fucked
Some
up.
fucking like old guy. Yeah, Santa's fucking not available. Sorry.
Santa has eggnog.
Santa's fist deep inside Mrs. Claus right now. What the fuck do you want?
Leave a message after the beep.
It just goes, hey kid, Santa's not fucking real, and the government is a fraud. It's like breaks reality for children.
Oh,
Holy
God.
fuck.
You reckon that like the parents raise their kids nowadays without even telling them about Santa? Like, is Santa still a
I
ritual?
hope not. I'd like Santa to be a ritual
Yeah.
because I want to
Yeah.
see how far I can go. in just completely breaking my children's trust in me.
Really?
Dude, my parents were so fucking good at convincing me about the Tooth Fairy, about fucking the Easter Bunny, about fucking Santa, and I fucking fell for it like a dumbass,
Right.
like an absolute idiot. But
to
they
the
were
point where, like,
fell for
so
it.
good at it, dude.
It's
They were
amazing that they put
so
that much
good.
effort
Yeah,
into
that's
hiding
sick.
it.
Dude, like I told the story about the butterfly and I was gonna kill it or something.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, "No, stop!" And then like my mom wrote like a whole fucking document and printed it out and did like script
That's so
cursive
cool.
and said it was like that the butterfly that I saw was actually the Tooth Fairy and that we saved its life. And then to thank us for saving her life, she got us the Pokemon movie on DVD. And then me and my
That's so
sister were
sick.
like fucking going crazy, like, "Oh, we saved the Tooth Fairy.
Oh my
Let's
God.
watch." So delusional. What
Yeah.
kids are so dumb.
Yeah, my parents did the same thing, but for me, it was like believing in myself.
Oh,
No, just a little joke for you guys.
Just
yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, of course I don't believe in myself. Who the fuck? Who the fuck does
Who
that?
does that?
Like, seriously, grow the fuck up.
Yikes, dude.
Yeah, that's wild though that your parents like actually put a lot of effort into like,
Yeah, that's
keeping the
sick.
illusion
Yeah,
alive. Like
dude.
well into your 20s as well. Like you were like, dude, I'm serious. Like everyone's telling me this is not real. Have you guys been lying to me? And they're like, no. Like here's the documentation. Here's
Yeah.
everything.
yeah, I found when I think I was like 11, and like I just stayed up. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna catch Santa. And just see my
Gonna catch him.
see my fucking dad walking down the stairs with the presents. I'm like, yeah, I'm an idiot. I went to sleep.
So,
Fuck. I would be pissed.
so Swagger,
Yeah, I was
Did
pretty
you say-
pretty upset.
your parents thought they taught you that the Tooth Fairy was real, right?
Yeah.
And that Santa was real, and they're really good at teaching you that the Easter Bunny was real, and the moon landing was real. It seems like they did a really good job teaching you bullshit was real.
True. Yeah.
It's actually crazy.
Like Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy,
Yeah.
moon landing,
Climate change.
climate change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Earth is round.
Oh, I'm getting
Yeah.
shit, almost got a UAV. Fuck.
Almost got the third kill on the bug there. Yeah.
But the moon landing was fake, right? Like,
Oh, 100%.
Haha.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Swagger just hates it because he's an astronaut.
Yeah.
He hates this theory.
There's no way he could have done it because Elon Musk wasn't born when like they said they did it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
If Elon didn't tweet about it, did it really happen?
No.
I don't think so.
Did you guys watch that SpaceX launch?
Yeah, we
Yes, I
talked about it
did.
last week, I think. It was fucking sick.
It was pretty fucking cool.
Why do they always have technical issues when the plane
When it lands on the
rockets
thing,
landing.
it's the vibrations that cut out
Oh,
the
yeah,
they cut out the
vibrations.
signal.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But you know,
Yeah.
I mean, it fucking went up into space and it landed, and they see it on the thing. So it's not like they can really fake that.
How do they get a green screen that tall?
Yeah, right.
Fuck, that's a good ass question.
Just tweet that at Elon.
I'm joking. I love the
Space
moon.
isn't real.
I'm absolutely obsessed with the
love the
moon.
moon, like-
The moon is the best cunt.
For any people living on the moon,
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
dude,
fine.
like,
So it's all
Controlling the
jokes.
tides,
Absolutely love
etc.
ya.
Like,
Oh,
wow.
dude, tidal force.
How does tidal force work? Is it
Luna-
like Space Force? What? Sorry.
I know.
No, but how do tides work?
It's the gravitational pull from the moon.
When the moon
probably
hits
pulls
your
the
eye,
like a big pizza pie.
That's
That's
amore.
amore.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how it works. I think that's
I
what
totally
learned
forgot
anyways.
that.
Yeah.
Man, what a blast from the past.
Fuck, now I want pizza.
Dude, shall we order pizza after this?
I'm keen.
Having it? Oh.
Yeah, I'm actually so keen.
Can we just order it onto the podcast right now?
Nah,
It's 2 years.
Why
though.
not? It's 2 years. You might as well celebrate. We can have a cake.
Nah, it's gonna take like 4 hours to get here.
Oh, no, I
No.
think
Can
Manuel's
you guys-
bringing cakes back. I think he's got cakes.
Can you guys
Oh,
Uber Eats me some so I
sure.
feel included?
yeah. I mean, yeah, we like definitely won't, but we'll say that we will. Is that good enough?
I mean, yeah.
Cool.
We got you, Toby.
We got you.
We got you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a camera. Okay.
Oh, you can see that?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. We have Toby hooked up to a what?
Yeah. Guys, this is actually kind of the end of the show.
Is it really?
I mean, yeah, it's been an hour.
How long have we been going for?
Like an hour. Do you
Like
want
an
to?
hour?
Do you want to bring anything else up? I mean,
We
you know,
could probably just keep shit talking for a
Yeah,
bit.
I
keep
mean,
shit talking.
That's what we do best.
What else is here to talk about? Oh,
Spotify. Make sure to check us out on
yeah,
Spotify.
yeah. Well, 24 hours early, only on Spotify, of course. But
Yeah.
I had something that like I came up with this week that I wanted to ask. When you're in public, have you ever like just gone up to an NPC and like clicked E to interact and just have a conversation with a random person?
Like
have you-
socializing?
Have you ever like unprovoked engaged in a conversation with a random person?
Yeah.
I used to talk to random cunts on the bus. Yeah.
Well, how recently have you done it?
Oh, not in years.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying. Like
haven't,
recently,
I
of
don't think
course,
I've
in the past,
experienced that.
sure, everyone's done it, but
That's what I
like,
love doing when you're
I
high.
haven't
is just
completed that
going
quest
up to
yet.
it.
do you
Too
think
much
it's
shit.
do you think it's weird for somebody to just interact with a stranger out of the blue, just like
It's
you know,
definitely
just-
unusual.
isn't it? But what makes it unusual?
The fact that no one does it.
But what about like fans though? Is that like
No, not fans. Just
or
like
not
like
just
literally,
random
literally just
NPC?
you're out on the street. Someone's across the street.
It's a,
What
yeah.
if you just went, "Hey, how's your day?" Like that's fucking weird, isn't
That
it?
is super weird.
Yeah, I'd be very
it?
like
But also,
weirded out.
it's weird in the sense that it's unusual because it's not common, right?
It's
But
because like people
I would be
are-
like, well,
What?
thank you for asking. Let me tell you about it.
I think that's a cultural thing. At least when I was in South Carolina for a bit, that was very common there.
very because it's
Just,
rural.
Southern hospitality shit, maybe.
yeah, but that's because you're all family though. I'm providing zingers today.
Jay is really-
Oh, zingers today.
Yeah.
I'm joking,
Right,
man.
straight
They're not all
KFC,
family. I love
bro.
South Carolinas.
Yeah.
South Carolinas.
I love all three of them. I love everyone.
I love that brotherly love.
yes.
No, but yeah, it is unusual. But I think that people should do it more often. Swagger
You
sauce.
think so?
True.
Yeah.
I think
that it's cool. Maybe we should just do that.
What if everyone listening
Yeah,
to this did that?
It's
Or
random.
just said hi to one random cunt. on the
Hey, if
street?
you're on the bus or if you're
We'll
in
just start a
public
chain
and there's
reaction.
somebody that you see that doesn't look like they'll kill you or hurt you, just say, hey. You
Those are
just
hard to find.
pause this, look at somebody, go, hey, I was just wondering, how's your day?
and follow that up with, have you heard of the Misfits podcast?
Yes. On
Good
Spotify,
conversation,
24 hours
totally.
earlier than anywhere else.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's a cool thing to do. I think if someone actually just sparked up a conversation purely with the intention of just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna say good day to this
it'd be
guy,
cool.
I would be like, okay. Depending on how they handled it. I mean, you can't be like socially retarded. Like if you're like just
What's an example?
like
They say, hey, you pull out pepper spray and go, get away from me.
I mean, like from the person, if you're engaging with a random person in conversation, you better have like some shit to talk about.
Right.
Because
not
they're
make
going to
it
be
awkward.
confused. You have to understand that at first they're going to be a little confused as to what's going on. Like, why does this person want to talk to me? And you'd be like, oh, like I know it's kind of weird that I'm just saying hey to you, but I just feel like saying
Like, I'm
hey to
lonely.
random people. Like, I'm actually desperately lonely and no one's in my life.
My
Yeah.
girlfriend just broke up with me. My
Yeah.
dad died of
Anything.
cancer.
Yeah. So just open up like way too much.
Yeah, vent to random.
Just treat
First
a
person you see.
random person who you'll never see again
Yeah.
as your therapist.
Yeah. Well,
Dude, foolproof.
and
No one's tried it yet, so.
you like began this hypothetical by talking about like NPCs. Like, what if you just start skipping through all the dialogue? So you just go,
keep
hey,
mentioning
yep, is that way? Yeah, that's a cool thing to do, though. I think, and
Yeah.
times in my life when that has happened to me, 'cause it's happened a couple of times. I mean, most of the time it ended up me getting, but like the other times, like it was honestly like not that bad, and like
What
that's
did Fitz just say?
what.
What
Guys,
the fuck?
This has been the Misfits podcast.
Oh my
Thank you very
God.
much for listening.
Thanks for
Celebrating our 2-year
years.
anniversary.
Anniversary.
2 years.
Yep.
Edible soon.
Yeah.
Two more years coming. If
more
we live
years.
that
years
long.
coming.
fuck, I'm
and
absolutely not
another
gonna live that
exciting
long.
thing, almost at 100 fucking episodes. Almost
Hey.
at
Fuck.
100.
Milestones, baby. Let's
Milestones,
That's 10
back
times
to
10.
back to
Yeah.
back, 10% off.
10% off.
Gamersubs at gamersubs.gg with the code Misfits.
Yep.
Early on Spotify. U2s on the 28th. 1 foot tall U2s.
If you're gay, turn up.
Let's turn up.
turn
Pride
up.
Month.
That's
It's
right.
just back to back celebrations. Here's
All
to
around.
Misfits Season 2 coming soon.
Yeah, shut up, pirates.
Yeah, pirates,
Pirates.
bro, spaceman,
Pirates.
astronauts.
Bye, guys.
See you
Love
later,
ya.
guys.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.